What's up, everybody? Hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's vlog day once again. Hope you folks out there had a good week. My week has been pretty fine, pretty busy though. I've been helping my aunt clean up her kitchen, and I am not even close to being done yet. It's becoming a project basically, but that's as far as I'm gonna go as far as that detail goes. But yeah, other than that, I was able to get a good week of SSP content uploaded and ready to go for the first professional week of the professional year that is SSP's 9th year running. Just in recap, Tuesday I uploaded my match from June 1st where I was tag teaming with Shaggy Stone to take on a tag team called OVR, and yeah, shout out to Shaggy though. He carried the team. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. He carried the team. I got my butt handed to me for the most part of the match, but thankfully he was able to carry me to the finish line to help me get my first W in Rutherford. That really helped me out a lot. Hello, Birdie. Oh well. But yeah, y'all. Shaggy, thank you for getting me to my first W in Rutherford. Now, I don't know when I'm going to be able to make my return to HWA, but y'all just stay tuned for details in that regard, alright? I got some other bookings coming up and don't know when I'll be back there again. But other than that, y'all, Wednesday I was able to bring back Totally Kevin for this professional year. Totally Kevin had an episode this past Wednesday. Thursday was a rather short, by comparison, episode of the OSG Old School Game, where if it felt like it was kind of rushed while I was filming it, that's because it kind of was. I actually ended up filming that this past Friday when I was waiting for Queen Enterprises to come pick me up to take me back to her house. So yeah, like I was only able to get like enough footage for a 30-minute episode before she came and picked me up. But that's why it seemed like it was so shorter by comparison to all the other OSGs. But yeah, besides that, Friday I was able to do an episode of I Draw where I drew Toucan Sam. Really haven't had Fruit Loops in a while, but man, I miss those Fruit Loops donuts from Hardee's. But as I digress, this past Friday, I actually uploaded all my uploads for the weekend in advance from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday I did the I Draw episode for Toucan Sam. Saturday I had a self-standard show scheduled for me to talk about my match this coming Saturday in Bull Springs, where I'm going to be participating as a third man in a triple threat ladder match. And I'm going to be in the main event, so that match means a heck of a lot to me. But this past Saturday for the episode of Self-Standard Show, what I did was I was speaking from the heart as a shoot about my feelings for that event and for the match itself. And then Sunday was when I uploaded my room groundings for NXT Battleground, but you see, I kind of made a little bit of an upload mistake. Kinda. So shortly after I uploaded the match, shortly after I uploaded the Self-Standard Show, he texted me. Okay, this is probably the chat. Anyway, so Friday after I had already pre-uploaded the video for Self-Standard Show, I was thinking about it Friday night, and I was thinking that maybe the video was missing something. I was thinking the video was maybe missing something because it felt a little bit too raw, I guess. So what I decided to do was I decided to edit another version of the video where I changed the lighting up a little bit to make it a little bit more blue, I guess. And I added some background music to it as well. The only problem was, unfortunately, that Friday night, what I decided to do was, instead of deleting it entirely, was I left it unlisted. So Saturday morning rolls around, I decided to upload the copy of the video, the remake version of the video rather, but I ended up getting a copyright claim on it, so I made the decision to go ahead and say I was going to delete the remake video and then just share out the original instead. So when I went to go share out the original instead, I was sharing the link out as I normally would, but hold on a second. I always got to say a little silent prayer every time I hear a siren. Dang, that sounds like really close. It might be coming up here shortly. Yep. There it is. There's an ambulance. But yeah, y'all. So I made the mistake though. Like Saturday, I decided I was going to go ahead and just delete the remake video, and I was going to share out the original video instead. Now I made the upload mistake by thinking that everything was fine until after I got back from church yesterday. So one thing I realized was that I left it unlisted for the entire day. So I was sharing out an unlisted link publicly, but I was able to go and fix that and say, you know what, it's going to be public now. Y'all can watch it now. I mean, surprisingly though, despite it being an unlisted link, it still got pretty up to close to 20 views by itself, even though it wasn't public here on YouTube, but it is now. So if you want to like give me a few minutes to hear me out, then you can go take a look at that video about why this show is for everyone is important. Something like that. I can't remember the title off the top of my head. It's important because this show is for everyone. So if you see that video and care to hear me out, it would mean a lot. Alright. But yeah, y'all. That match is this Saturday. I'm excited for it. I'm hyped for it. But still though, I'm very nervous. So y'all just pray for me. We can sure use it. Alright, we can sure use the prayers. It means a lot. But other than that, folks, good news. I'm still shocked about the progress of my slime episode of Sup Everybody. Last time I checked it this morning, like over 1,300 views. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Like, I think I might be wrong about this, but I think that even the highest, I think even the most viewed episode of Sup Everybody in general didn't even break 300. So you're telling me that like the slime episode of Sup Everybody got like 1,000 more views than my original highest viewed vlog? Bruh. Like that's so crazy. But for any of you new viewers out there, thank you for helping me get to 537 subs. Like it's shocking me the progress that I've been making so far. This year I started off with a bang, like I said, and I'm just looking forward to what this year has to offer as we get closer to the 10th anniversary. But yeah, y'all, I don't have any uploads scheduled to go for this week. I really need to force myself back into my reaction channel. I do. I haven't done any reactions in a while, but man, I got to push myself, you know. I've just been like breaking a sweat here on SSP. I think the only reason I'm breaking a sweat is because, well, it's the summer of SSP. It's the summer of Booyah. But anyway, this past Friday was kind of important for me though, because it was June 7th. And June 7th is always an important day for me, but June 7th landing on a Friday specifically is kind of special, but heartbreaking at the same time. It's significant for me. That's the word I'm looking for. It's significant because I still think back on June 7th as being the worst day of my entire life back in 2013. Um, June 7th, 2013 was the day my grandfather passed away, for those of you that haven't heard the story. And I specifically thank my grandfather, James Thomas Green, for being the one to basically introduce me to my love for professional wrestling. Arguably, if it wasn't for my grandpa, my pawpaw, I may not be a wrestling fan. And man, I'm still reminiscing about those days where every Saturday morning he would be cooking me breakfast of sausage, bacon, and eggs, just so I could enjoy with my Power Rangers Wild Force. Papa, if you're out there, well, Papa, if you're out there watching, which I know you are, I'm missing you down here, Papa. But yeah, since 2013, the last time June 7th was on a Friday was back in 2019, and that's when I had my match with Elijah Proctor. But this past Friday, though, unfortunately, I did not have a match. But I could tell that my work was still greatly appreciated anyway. This past Friday, though, the head producer of Action Pack Wrestling, Brad Wilson, he wasn't available to be there in person that day, and neither was the ringside cameraman. He wasn't there either. Now, I had to fill in for the music. I was distributing all the referee headsets and the referee earpieces and the headsets for me, the ticket girl, and the hard cameraman. The guy running the hard cam for the show. All right. But thanks to Bob Keller, though, for stepping in, and he was being helpful too. Like, we didn't have a ring announcer until Bob Keller stepped in for us. Now, Bob Keller, he's been in the wrestling business for a long time, and I was glad I was able to work with him. Still haven't had the privilege to wrestle for him yet, but at least he still knows me as SelfStandard, which is still kind of cool. But Bob Keller, he was the one that was being the ring announcer while I was the one playing the music. But even after the music was over, I was the one that was trying to film the backstage promos and everything too. But all in all, the show went pretty smoothly under my watch, and it felt good to like help out in that regard. So I've been just under like a lot of mental and emotional debates as of late about my position in the wrestling business, and I'm pretty sure some of you could hear me talk a lot about that in the that video I was telling you about that I accidentally left unlisted. So if you really do get a chance to go check that out, yeah, thank you. Now, in other news, you and your loud engine. What's wrong with you, dumb truck? But yeah, other than in other news, my church this week has been running VBS, and I just went to the first day yesterday. The theme for it this year is Grave Robber from Crowder. I freaking love Crowder. Crowder makes awesome music. Hey, Crowder is the one that does Run Devil Run for me in my entrance in my entrance music. But I also like Wildfire too, but Grave Robber, it seems to be a banger. But yeah, y'all, the theme for VBS this year is Grave Robber, and I, like almost every other year, I have been invited to help out where I can. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week. I'm going to be helping out with VBS, as well as trying to help out my aunt as well. I got to help my aunt this week. I got to help out at the funeral home this week. I got to help out with VBS this week. I got to try and find time to like make SSP happen this week. I still got to do my reactions this week. Boy, I am bombarded, I tell ya. Bomb-frickin-barded. But yeah, y'all just pray for me as this week progresses. Y'all heard my ringtone? Not that one. That's my Bible app. But yeah, if somebody sends me a text message that yells "booyah" for me. But anyway, folks, I do know I might have an episode of Ring Ramblings up this week for Friday. I haven't done a Ring Ramblings for Impact in a while, so I know Against All Odds is booked for this Friday. And isn't Clash at the Castle next week? I think it is. Yeah, I know it is. Is it? Man, I got a lot of wrestling events coming up this month to ramble about. I already did NXT Battleground. I already know I gotta do Against All Odds and Clash at the Castle. I might do Forbidden Door, but I'm not sure yet. I'll think about it. I'll think about it for Forbidden Door, okay? Now, next Monday, though, you will be seeing Queen Enterprises return for Separate Body. We're going to see if we can get it done Friday after my ladder match. And I might upload the footage of said ladder match this coming either Tuesday or next Sunday, one of the two. But I do know that I'm going to try to go, we're going to be trying to go live on the 27th. Mark your calendar, June 27th. That's the last Friday here in June. We're going to be going live that day. So mark your calendars, all right? June 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern. Mark your calendars. All right. But yeah, y'all, I think that covers it for the all the necessary updates for necessities. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for listening to me. And yeah, I love all of you out there. God bless each and every one of you. And until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah. I'm out. Love you all. And here comes my hug of appreciation. Bye.